with so many amazing places in the world.
And iconic destinations to explore.
Why would two Americans and full-time travelers go to Brajov, Romania?
You may not spend much of your time thinking about it, but people live all around the world, even in places you've never heard of.
Most bucket lists place cities in Spain, France, Italy, or Europe at the top. But why is Romania never the first pick?
Maybe it should be.
Romania is called the most underrated country, and in this video, we're going to show you why.
We're taking you with us on our 29-day adventure to Brajov, Romania, nestled in the Carpathian Mountains of Transylvania. Because we're not just tourists, we're full-time travelers who immerse ourselves in with the locals.
I'm Noelle.
And I'm Jonathan.
We're on a mission to live in 100 countries.
We're not just traveling, we're travel living, combining travel and living to create a more fulfilling life.
On our channel, we're sharing new things that we learn as we experience different cultures and meet amazing people.
From off-the-beaten-path destinations to practical tips for living a healthy life.
We hope to inspire you to pursue your own adventures.
So join us as we make the world our home, one destination at a time.
Subscribe for free!
Okay, we're all packed up and we're ready to go.
Yay, I'm so excited! Let's go to the train!
Oh wow,
Our
here's all our
backpacks.
stuff. Plus we've got a couple things of garbage, recycling and garbage to throw away on our way out.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Everything we have, we carry with us.
How are you feeling, Noelle?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to go on the train and to live in Brajov for a month.
Awesome. That reminds me, we better get going so we can catch our train to Transylvania. In the United States, we don't hear much about Romania. Actually, I think the only time I ever heard the word Romania was from the Harry Potter movies.
What the? Harry Potter? The only time I've heard the word Romania was from the movie Megamind. He gets his evil lair stuff from an outlet store in Romania. The train ride from Bucharest to Brajov takes 2 hours 30 minutes. And our tickets cost 67 lei per person, which is around $14 per person. We arrived too early and our train isn't listed on the board yet. While we're waiting for the train, eating a little bit of lunch. Salami and cream cheese. Yum. Romanians make surprisingly good cream cheese.
The train's coming in right now. Archie!
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Ow. The doors just closed on me.
By the way, if you buy your tickets online, they can scan them on your phone.
Let's take a look around the train.
It's a pretty nice train. We rode the 1 p.m. train and it was a little hot.
We got the second class tickets, which are the standard seats, and we chose 2 seats next to each other.
Nothing fancy, but it does have a little snack bar area as well as a bathroom.
The scenery is very nice. It's a mountainous landscape passing by multiple smaller towns.
I love riding the train. I think it is so much better than driving. You just get on and then get off and you're in a new destination. Check out our full in-depth video about the train in the description below. We made it to Brajov.
We made it to Brajov. I can't believe we're really here.
We haven't arrived quite yet. We still need to get to our Airbnb.
It is.
The Bolt is here.
You've probably heard of Uber. Well, in Romania, they have a ride-sharing app called Bolt. Isn't that so cool?
It costs 18.7 lei or $4 for a ride across the city by Bolt.
That's a good deal. In Romania, they use a rideshare app like Uber, but it's Bolt.
The bus is only 88 cents.
Look how modern Brajov is. Wow, this is a bigger city than I was expecting. Alright, this is our first look at our Airbnb that we'll be staying for 28 nights.
8 nights. Yay!
But while we're walking there, Noelle, what are some things that you look for when you're booking an Airbnb?
Oh yes, I am looking for price, of course. So a good price, probably under $1,200 a month. And I also look for location because we don't always need to be like in the center of the city, but something close to public transportation, something walkable. We love being able to walk everywhere we want to go.
That's huge.
But if we can't walk there, we'll take public transportation and then walk from there. So that's perfect. And so it has to be close to like the grocery store or other sites we like to see. And
A place to work?
yeah, a place to sit down and work because we work on our computers. So we just need a nice comfortable space enough for both of us. So
And usually a washer machine.
a washing machine, yeah, a private bathroom is always nice, and a private bedroom. So
To have our own space, yeah.
basically that. It's nice and easy.
With a kitchen to cook things.
Yeah, kitchen. Very important.
Do you know where we're going?
Not really, but I think we're close. So it's a 1 minute walk. So
Hey, 1 minute walk. We went the wrong way.
stairs.
We chose a winner.
Yay, we made it inside.
It smells nice, clean.
Oh, it is. It's nice and clean. It's new.
We booked this Airbnb for our entire time, 29 days. It cost us $1,156 US.
For 28 nights, that's $41.29 per night.
It's pretty cool, this Airbnb. It's actually inside a remodeled attic.
It gives it a unique feel, like being in a storybook.
It's got a cute little kitchen and 2 rooms and this dining room area. It's a very unique place we found right in the old town center next to the old medieval city wall.
You can actually see the Brasov sign out our window. Now that is really cool. It's time to take a walk.
Most days we don't go out sightseeing since we also have to work each day, but we get to do lots of cool things like go to the grocery store and make food and everything else we do. And now let's go on a walk.
It is such a beautiful day. A perfect, beautiful day.
Yes.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
The cobblestone streets, the cool buildings, and the clean, crisp mountain air. It's a beautiful place to travel to or even live.
the Old Town Center is also the historic center. Since 1364, nearly 700 years, this vibrant square has served as an active marketplace, attracting merchants from all around: Transylvania, Asia, Eastern Europe, Russia. Brasov has retained much of its medieval charm, which is what attracts a lot of visitors.
It has multiple museums and many restaurants serving traditional Romanian dishes.
It really does have a medieval feel to it.
The Black Church is perhaps the most iconic landmark in Brasov. Named for the fire that blackened its walls, it survived and is now a popular attraction.
This is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be smaller, but this is enormous, big. We went inside, but if you want to hear me talk about that, it's better if you watch the video we made about the Old Town Center in Brasov. We'll put the link in the description of this video.
Catherine's Gate is another cool thing to see, also walking distance away.
Right in front is this tree, a very good looking tree like I've never seen before. They're fuzzy, I did not see this coming. Did you think these were fuzzy, Noelle?
No. Look at them. They're cute. They're fuzzy. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
They're soft.
And of course, you can't miss the Strada Sfori, or Rope Street. Famous for being the narrowest street in Eastern Europe. How about that?
I can't believe we live so close to all this. We just caught a glimpse of something. What is it?
The Brasov Hollywood sign. Yay, we're gonna hike up there.
Okay, time to hike up Tampa Mountain.
Don't you think we've walked enough today?
Right outside the city wall is the way to hike up Tampa Mountain.
Let's hike up the mountain.
Well, look, there's also a cable car that can take you up to the top.
I think I found the trail. It's over here.
Wow. Oh, it's right there. It's right above us.
What? Coca-Cola.
Wow, that's gorgeous. And there's the square down there. Wow, look at that.
We were just right down there.
Yeah, look at that thing too. That's so cool. Here we go. And we're walking. Wow. Ooh, you can really see up. But we're not at the top yet. Gotta keep going.
Look, they have these benches along the way.
This way.
What a nice walk.
Wow, look at it. There's the Black Church and the square where we were.
This is such a good view. So this is Transylvania, going that way. And behind us in the mountains, that's going towards Bucharest. And this is just the old town. The rest of Brasov is much more modern. There's lots of shops and malls and condos. Let's get a ride down the mountain. We barely made the last car down the mountain, so make sure you check the schedule before. Right down the road is a place to eat. We like to get here a Turkish shawarma.
Yummy. Brasov, like Romania in general, is modern. They have malls and supermarkets and movie theaters and everything.
Where are we?
We're at the mall. We're just at a random mall in Brasov.
This is one of the nicer malls I've been to in my life, I think.
Actually, it's even more modern and sophisticated than in many parts of the United States.
I think the design, the layout of this mall is superb. Very open. There's even an open outside area too.
So let's go to the supermarket.
We'll show you what products they have and the unique things that Romania does.
Being in the supermarket here in Romania is very strange. It's like being in an alternate dimension where everything is the same yet totally different. I mean, look at these white bell peppers. It's just like the ones we're used to. Red, yellow, green, and orange.
But it's like pale. It's white. Look at this. It's an orange juice machine.
That's pretty interesting. I wonder if other places have that. So here's the thing. When you're in the touristy mindset, do you ever think about going to the grocery store?
It seems like an unwritten rule that if you're on vacation, you eat out. You don't go to the grocery store, you go to restaurants and don't cook for yourself. And if you're staying in a hotel, you don't have a kitchen, so you couldn't cook even if you wanted to.
I spotted something. I don't believe this.
Holy moly. Do they eat crap in Romania?
I can't believe it. It looks like crap too.
I wonder if there are different kinds of crap that they sell here.
I wonder what crap tastes like.
You can even pay with a credit card in Romania, and they also have self-checkout.
If you want to see us taste these things, check out our video about the grocery store in the description below.
Don't forget your receipt. You'll need it to exit the grocery store.
Okay. Alright, look at the camera. Okay. Oh, no, don't get that in the background. No, turn. Here. Okay. Okay. We've been hearing this music in our Airbnb all day, and I've been curious, like, where is it coming from? And we don't know, because the music, like, the sound bounces around the city. Anyway, like, we have no idea which direction it's coming from. So, we're gonna go investigate.
It looks like it's coming from outside the city wall. We found it!
There's the music.
There's the music.
There you have it, a food truck festival.
The music really does a good job of spreading throughout the city and announces that the food truck festival is here. What a good idea.
Look at all these people.
I'm glad we spent, 2 months in Romania? This is such an underrated country. That looks really good. Romanian-style Mexican food. Who has ever heard of that?
I just love Brajov so much. I'm so glad we came here for a whole month.
Okay, so what we got is we got a burrito with chicken, Cajun chicken at this place. It looks really good. Super good. I would not call this Mexican food, but it's really good.
I got a Cuban sandwich, and it's really, really good. Yum. I haven't had anything like it before. It has like pulled pork, and also looks like it has ham and cheese and some sauce. It's really good. It's very flavorful. And then this pickle is like really soft and a little bit sweet, but it still tastes like a pickle. So it's all good.
And for dessert, we really are treating ourselves here. We're celebrating getting 1,000 subscribers. Churros and dipping chocolate.
This place is called Rico Depot.
That's funny to me.
We discovered a very good place to eat pizza.
It's called Dodo Pizza.
Something about the orange box reminds me of Little Caesars Pizza in the United States.
They also sell hot and ready pizzas, which means they are already made before you get there and you can just pick it up and it's super affordable.
If you can believe it, we bought 2 large pizzas and some soda for 62 lei. That's a good deal.
That's $12.75 US for 2 specialty pizzas and a drink.
It's like Little Caesars pizza, but better.
One thing that is really cool about buying things in Romania is that the sales tax is included in the advertised price.
I originally thought this wouldn't make much of a difference, but actually it's huge.
Yeah, where we're from, the sales tax is added on afterwards, so it's always a bit of a mystery how much you're going to pay.
But here, it feels like there is no tax since it's included in the price. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Wow, a month in Brajov sure flies by pretty fast.
We've loved our time here in Romania, but it's time for us to go. Where are we?
We are at the train station waiting at the platform.
Coincidentally, on the way to the airport, we met a guy on the train who was from Turkey. And that just so happens to be where we're going next.
What kind of things will we experience in Turkey?
Subscribe to follow along.